Hello students. Hello students. Today we will be starting force and laws of motion. As we have studied about the motion and we know that whenever we apply some force on any body, then it causes a motion. So today we will be studying that what is a force and what are the effects which are due to the force. For example, if we consider that there is a ball which is kept on a table, so we can move the ball either by pushing or pulling it, and we can also change the direction in which it was moving, or we can also increase the speed of the ball if it was earlier also moving. So by applying the force on that ball, we can do many changes in the motion of that ball. So here we define that force is a push or a pull which act on the move or which act on the object. It can change the speed of the object, it can change the direction of motion, it can change the shape of the object also. So first we will define the force. Now we will discuss about its effects. First is a force can change the shape of any object. For example, if we consider that we have an empty cartoon or a carton which is made up of a cardboard. It is empty and it is a flat, means it is in a cuboid shape. If we put a forceful leg or if we put a punch on it with a force, then it will be flattened. Means initially it was in the cuboidal shape, but as soon as we punch or as soon as we put a forceful leg on it, it will be flattened. So due to the force, the shape of that carton which was made up of the cardboard has been changed. A force can change the state of an object. Means if a body is at rest, then it can make it to move, and if the body is at rest, it can make it to move. Means it is vice versa. Means if it is at rest, it may lead to its movement, and if it is in motion, then it may lead to its rest position. Force can also change the direction of the moving object. And it can also change the speed of an object. So these are the effects which can be visualized due to the force in an object. Now we will discuss about a Galileo's experiment about the force. If we talk of Galileo experiment, Galileo was a scientist who observed the movement of ball on an inclined plane as well as on horizontal plane. He dropped out many conclusions regarding the movement of the ball when he used inclined plane and a plane surface for its movement. Galileo considered three cases. In first case, he was having a ball and he rolled the ball down on an inclined plane. There was a ball of green color. he rolled the ball with velocity v, and after some small time t, the ball was here and it was moving down with velocity v dash. So when the ball was rolled down from the top of the inclined plane to the bottom, he concluded that moving down, whenever the ball is moving down from an inclined plane, its speed is increasing. So when the speed is increasing, it implies that v dash is greater than v. In another experiment, he took the same ball and now the ball was at the bottom of the inclined plane. So from the bottom of the inclined plane, he made the ball to move up on the inclined plane with velocity v, and similarly after a small time period, that is t, the ball was here and it was moving upwards with velocity v dash. But now when the ball was moving from the bottom of the inclined plane to the top of the inclined plane, he noticed that its velocity decreases. So in this case, v dash is less than v. So these were the two cases which he dropped on the inclined plane. And another time he took a plain smooth surface and he took a ball and moved the ball from one end of the plane with velocity v, and after some time the ball was at this position and it was moving with velocity v dash. He noticed both the velocities again on the plane surface and he come to a conclusion that v is equal to v dash. Means in the earlier two cases, when he considered an inclined plane, the velocities was differing according to the position of the ball. But in the third case, the velocities were not, or the speeds were not differing according to the position of the ball. So in first case, when he dropped the ball from height, when it was reaching at the bottom, that velocity was greater. But when the ball was moving up, its velocity decreases, and on the same plane, when there is a horizontal plane surface, the speed remains the constant. So from these three conditions, he concluded that a body is at rest when no unbalanced force acts on it. Means we said while studying the effects of force that a force can change the state of an object. Means it can make the body to move if it is at rest. So to make it move, there should be unbalanced force. If it is balanced, it won't lead any effect like changing of state. So if we want to make a body to be at rest, then no unbalanced force should act on it to maintain that state.